Hello, everybody, and my name is LuAnn Cibik, and I am the owner of Inner Harmony, Feng Shui, and more. And I thought I would do a little video to help all those people who are now working from home and you haven't worked from home before. And it's a big adjustment to go from working in an office space to working at home. And probably it's been your dream for a long time, like, oh, if I can only work from home and not have to deal with traffic and coworkers all the day and all of those other things that frustrate you when you're going into work. But now maybe you're at home and you found that it's a challenge to work at home. And it takes an adjustment. And I've heard from many of my friends who are working from home right now, just the kinds of things that happened when they went to work at home and why they found it a challenge. So I thought I would do this video. Number one, I used to work in a corporate office for many, many years. I was an information technology manager. I won't say how many years ago because, gosh, that would make me look old. And I know I probably already look old, but let's just say we're going to pretend that it wasn't that many years. Anyway, it was a lot of years. And so I'm very used to working in a corporate office space. But 18 years ago, I decided to start my own business, which meant I was leaving that office space. And at the beginning, I worked from my husband and I have a business together and have an office there. But I also just found it a lot easier just to work in our home space, even though my office is just a flight of stairs downstairs, and created a home office in my bedroom, well, my spare bedroom. And the reason why I did so is because I wanted to spend time with my little coworkers. I think she's her boss. This is Boss Breezy. And anyway, I found that it was easier to spend time with them, especially when some of them were not feeling well, that I would be here for them. So I know it's a different situation now for you, but I also appreciate that there's many people now working from home who also have their kids or babies there that they have to keep an eye on, and they still have to be productive with work. And so some of the things that can happen is that when you work from home, all of a sudden you have a different standard of how you should dress, what your office should be like, what your work hours are. And it feels very freeing, right? Like nobody's saying there's a dress code. But on the other hand, there are things in the world of Feng Shui that affect how you feel. And so there are aspects of what you wear, how you prepare yourself, the structure around your space that empowers you more to get things done. So I wanted to talk a little bit about how you can set up your home office, how you can prepare yourself for the day, and still be able to do those things you have to stop and do for the other people in the home, for the reason why you're at home right now. There's probably more demands on you in terms of making food and taking care of things than if you were segregated away at an office space. So all of those things are a part of how we want to create structure. So the first thing I wanted to address is the whole like, oh my gosh, I can work in my jammies from home. And that could be fun for a day or two, but trust me, that is not going to allow you to do your best work. What you surround yourself, your clothing, is your most intimate Feng Shui environment. And so by dressing in ways that, I'm not saying put on the suit, I am saying, though, thinking about things that have and incorporate more structure. Maybe you do want to put on a shirt that you wear at the office, and you can wear that with your yoga pants or your sweatpants, but you're incorporating part of that business uniform. Maybe it's a way you choose colors, and colors affect how we feel. The most focused element in Feng Shui is called the metal element. And so wearing things that are metallic helps bring that focus. Wearing things that are white or gray or metallic kind of finishes also bring in that element. So I've got a t-shirt on today, but my t-shirt has a lot of metal element. It's got some metal aspects on it. It's got some gray. And so all of those things help bring a focus. It can be comfortable, but it helps bring a focus. Try not to wear the things that maybe are from a vacation time that you bought. Those are comfort clothing, and that can be great changing out of it after you're done working. Okay, you want to wear things that are going to support you in a working frame of mind. The other thing is, don't forget to get up and take a shower and get yourself ready, because that is all part of your preparation. And we're also going to talk about in a little bit the energetics of working from home and why that's important too. Once you've chosen what you're going to wear, then you need to set up your desk space. And it's different when you have to work from home all the time than when you just have an occasional project at home where you pay the bills from your desk. You need that desk to be in what we call command position. And I know if you don't have a dedicated office space at home, and maybe you just throw the laptop on the dining room table one day and you work from your couch on the coffee table another day, and that's not really setting up a specific space to do your work. And there's a couple of reasons why you want a specific space. Number one, you want to start to build the energy of feeling like working in that space. You want it to be your office space. The other thing is that you want to contain the energy of work to a specific area. You don't want work flooding over into your whole life right now. When you are done with work, you want to be done with work. So deciding where you want to place your office space, you know, we could look at things like your floor plan, the bagua, things like that. But truly, you want to find an office space where, I would say most importantly, you can have what's called command position. And command position means that you don't have your back to the big open space of maybe a great room, or you don't have your back open to the room itself if you're using a spare bedroom. You want to have a wall behind you. Less optimally is a window, and you know, you definitely don't want the door right behind you. And if that means you have to turn a piece of furniture around so that you can have your back to the wall and be facing out into the room, for now, that's what you need to do. And it doesn't have to be forever. None of this is forever, unless, of course, you decide, oh my God, I can work really well from home, and you prove that to your company, and then that's what you're doing. But creating that command position, and if you do that in your bedroom, okay, we'll again be talking a little bit more about specifically how you can contain that energy so that it doesn't disrupt your sleep at night. Once you have command position, okay, then you're going to be looking at what else do you place around your desk space so that it keeps your mind on work. And you know, for some of us who have lots of different hobbies and things, maybe your desk space contains a lot of those hobby things. And for now, if you're finding it distracting and hard to work, put the hobby things away. Put those things that maybe you love to do when you're not working away, so that they're not distracting you when you're working. And I know you're thinking, oh no, they're not really. But you know what? If you're having a hard time working, put them away for a day and see how different it feels. You can always get them out later. The other thing you want to think about is just the ergonomics of the space. It needs to feel comfortable to sit there. So ergonomics means that the chair is going to fit you right. It means that you have proper lighting for the space. And all of that contributes to you feeling great in the space. The next thing I want to talk about is when you're in a space a long time, you don't have control over it maybe at work, but at home you do. And your electronics put on a lot of what's called positive ionization, which sounds good, but it's not. You want negative ionization. So if you have a Himalayan salt lamp, and I happen to have one right down here. It's a cute one. It actually hugs into my computer, and it's shaped like a little pyramid. I don't know too much light. Anyway, it glows, and it glows different colors, and it's pretty cool. But what it does is it creates a negative ionization in the space, which allows the space to feel uplifting and great all the time. If your family's using a whole lot of electronics like now, TV's on, everything's on, then you might want to think about some Himalayan salt lamps around your space to create more of this positive ionization. Now, let's say you can't get out and shop. I know you might still be able to get some delivered, but if you can't get your hands on some Himalayan salt lamps, then think about another aspect, another way to create this negative ionization. It's how it feels in nature after a rainstorm. And so you want to get a spray bottle, with a pretty fine misting aspect. So look around your house, you probably have a spray bottle that will mist pretty fine. Put some water in it, and then you mist that up high. You spray high, and you let the little water droplets come down, and that will create a negative ionization in your space. You'll need to do it every hour or so, but it will keep the space feeling uplifting. You're not soaking it. You're not making it like a rainstorm. You're just using those tiny particles to create the negative ionization. So you've got your desk space set up. You've got it set up for success. You might want to use some essential oils if you have any. Lemon is great for focus and concentration. Lavender is great for calming the mind, which again allows you to concentrate a little better. And so diffusing some essential oils into your workspace can be really great, and it's not going to hurt the family. Diffusing them means you're not drinking them. It means that you're doing something to put them in the air. If you don't already own a diffuser, you can even do something like putting it in a little cup of hot water, just a drop, and that hot water will diffuse the oil into the space. So that's another way to kind of boost up that vibration of focus. And you want to think about the sound in your background. And if you have the TV on all day, you may not have a choice. You may have other people there who are watching the TV all day, but maybe right in your workspace, you want to counteract that sound with maybe some nature sounds. And you can find those on YouTube. You can find them on Pandora. Maybe you just want to play some soft, soothing music. All of those things will, again, kind of help shift the vibration of your workspace. Then one of the most important things I want to talk about is something we don't think about a lot, but it's the energy that you emit and that your clients or your coworkers emit back to you, especially if you're on Zoom meetings or on your phone with them. And they're bringing that into your home space now. And, you know, maybe you have great clients and super great coworkers and it just creates a wonderful vibe in your space. But if not, then you want to take a look at, how do I contain this energy? How do I clear this energy at the end of the day? So containing the energy means that you want to think of ways to, if you have designated one room as your office space, then you're going to do kind of like a little, what we call a grid or a barricade of that energy. And salt is really good, okay? If you've watched Supernatural, you know that they put salt lines everywhere. So I'm not going to have you make a salt line and like you're putting out, keeping out ghosts, but I am going to have you think about maybe getting little cupcake papers, you know, little papers you put muffins in, or make muffins in or cupcakes in, and put some salt in that and put that in the four corners of your room. That kind of essentially, as you put it there, you kind of imagine that you're drawing this line around the room, and it will keep that room clear. Salt is really good at absorbing excess negative emotional energies, things like that. And so maybe at the end of the day, you're going to take that salt and you're going to dump it down the toilet, flush it, thank it for its service, and put out new salt. And you might not have to do it every day, but you know the days where big stuff happens. That's where you want to clear the salt at the end of the day. You also might want to do your spritz with your water spray, and that water spray also will pull things out of the air. It will cleanse and clear the air a little bit. And then for you, you might think about, I might want to take a quick shower at the end of the day. That quick shower will just allow you to release that energy that you might have built up during the day and set you free to have a wonderful evening with the family. So those are some quick tips. If you have any other questions, feel free to give me a call. If you want to do a distance consultation on how to set up the best energy for your space, give me a call for that too. I'm doing a lot of distance consultations right now, but I hope you found everything in this video really useful and helpful for setting up your time in your home office. Be safe, be well, and have a wonderful day.